Hello everyone. Regarding my lamppost analogy, here's some food for thought. No one really pays attention to a lamppost until it stops working, and you're not going to notice it in the day because you don't need it then. You might even rest upon that lamppost without realizing that it's not working because it's daytime. But when it's dark and you notice all the others are working, or you need a lamppost and you see that it's dark at night, that's when you notice it. What then? Now, if you're in charge of the lamppost, then you might check it out every so often and make sure that it's working. But if you're not, and you're just like you and me, then you might just walk past it without even thinking. Your dog might even wee on it. You may not think anything of it. You might think it's defective and it could just need a new light bulb. Or we ignore it and gravitate to one that has light. Don't do that with men. If you think that there is a problem, tell him. If you think that it's his corresponding light bulb or a filament in the light bulb, tell him. That light bulb might have a screw loose, or a filament might be broken. Could be the lamppost itself due to being weed on and bashed. But we have to be those lamppost engineers, always checking in, always apply anti-rust when necessary, rubbing away the things that will make it topple over. Because I didn't go too much into detail last time, but basically this happened in America, where dog urine rusted the lamppost so much that they completely toppled over and fell on people and damaged things. If that happens to us and with humans, these metaphorical lampposts might topple over, and then they might go by themselves and just fall, or they might take someone with them, and we don't want that. So what can we do? First, I like to be a light bulb to multiple different lampposts. I like to help them to shine whenever necessary. So if I see someone I know and they're having a bad day, I listen. I don't have to talk all the time. I just listen. I may not even need to give advice. Sometimes they just need to vent. And ladies, this is very important. We have a habit of talking a lot. I know because I do it too, but sometimes we just have to listen and don't tell his business to everyone else, not to get advice, not to just share it with the ladies. Just be a sponge. Be that light bulb he knows he can rely on. He might even need you to be a shoulder to cry on. That does not make him weak. As I said, I don't know about you, but after I've had a cry, I feel like I can take on the world because I've got my feelings out. We must stop this bottling up mentality. Men, do not allow anything to make you rust. If you see the signs, get the oil out. Whether it be you remember that you're handsome, or if you have to hear me say it, don't forget it. Men, as you are the lamppost, you must keep yourself strong. We women, as light bulbs, we will make sure that our filaments are in check, and in fact, if you are a friend of another lamppost, all the better, because you can keep an eye on each other. Don't let the insults stick, because when that happens, this might happen. First, you might just stop working. For example, you might get into depression, or you might not be able to function in society, or you might give up on life, going through the motions while not actually enjoying anything, surviving but not thriving. Or second, you might topple over. Naturally, everyone listening, this is the most serious of the two, but there are signs to look for. The person that you're looking at, have they lost a lot of weight? Have they stopped interacting much? Have they started giving away their stuff? And do they talk of returning to soil? These are all signs to look for. Always take it seriously, because if you think it's a joke and you ignore it, what's worse? If you take it seriously but it ends up being a joke, or if you ignore it and you find them. I would prefer the first one. At least then you have a chance to brighten them again. Find out what's wrong and polish. To the light bulbs, fix those wires in the lamppost and make him shine again. That way, when you need him, he can brighten up the place and help you where you need to go. You might even be able to lean on that lamppost without it toppling over from rust. To everyone who is considering being a toppling lamppost, believe me, we will notice and we will miss you. Don't you dare do it, because you brighten up the place. Even if you don't think you are very important and very valuable. We really must not get to the point where we only pay attention after they become soil. Get the anti-rust now, because once they become soil, all we have are the memories. To the men, don't let insults stick to you. If you know that they are hollow, ignore them, even if they're true. If it's something you can't change, don't let it get to you. If it's something that you can improve, ignore it and don't take offense. For example, if someone calls me chubby, well, I'm not slim, so while I don't appreciate being called chubby, I know I'm not slim, so I know I have to lose some weight rather than taking offense. Is it nice to call me chubby? No, but it's also their right to call me whatever. It's how I react to it. And I repeat, if you feel that it is too much, you remember my words. If you need to tell me, put it in the comments. I will reply if I see it. Treat the insults like wet weather. Wear a rain mac, and when they come, brush it off. However, you know that the atmosphere is not nice, so don't stick around in it. Get back to a nice place and don't let it affect you. However, if you forget your metaphorical raincoat, then come home and towel dry in the form of your friends and family, and if you need one, a therapist. It's not shameful anymore, so no worries. However, if you can't go to a therapist, never fear. You will not be judged for saying whatever you want here. Don't let the stress of life act like oxidizing pee. I repeat, you are a lamppost. You serve a purpose. You are valuable. Keep strong. To us women, I'm going to say this. Don't check on him when he's toppled over. Do it when he looks strong. Do it when he looks together, because that is when we are needed. Check him before you need him. Then when you need him, you know that he will be able to handle it and will not topple over. Even if you think you've done a lamppost check, there's a thing that people do when they've just put a new light bulb in. They hold the top of the sensor to see if it's working. We need to do that. We need to make sure that he has friends that are also helping him to be a good lamppost. Then, if we're noticing filaments that are broken and are being put near the lamppost, we need to do something about it. We don't need to be jealous, but we can still look out and suggest a change of light bulb, because when the rust sets in, we are in trouble. Also, just like a normal lamppost, sometimes cars crash into them and they suffer knocks and bangs. Those can sometimes be brushed off, but sometimes they're important to examine. If after all of this the lamppost still topples over, then don't blame yourself, because you did your best. It's hard, but you did your best. If you are feeling like that, I will leave a link in the description for people that you can contact, because I need you back here. You are important. Women, one final thing for us. You don't have to compete with him. You don't always have to win an argument. It's not about trying to win a fight. We must not tear them down. We must build them up. Anyway, before I leave, please remember this. You're handsome and you're beautiful, and you, well, I'm speechless. I'll let you know next time I see you. Over to the pets. Hello all, this is Sylvie. If you liked what you saw, then subscribe for more.
Hey everyone, my name's Bonjo. If you enjoyed yourself, then give it a thumbs up and share it with all your friends.
Hi everybody, I'm Jack, and if you had fun, then comment down below and let my mum know what is your favourite video game.